Hello, everyone. So let's start with a compromising photo. This is me. 7 years ago, I had long holidays, 3 months of holidays after high school. And I thought to myself, OK, I want to start working in marketing. I'm going to send 30 CVs to marketing agencies to be an intern. And cool, I did. But nobody really responded. So I said, OK, screw it. No future in the marketing world for me. Then the next big thing I can do is maybe I will stream playing video games and people will watch me and pay me for watching me play video games. And I wasn't a very popular streamer, as you probably can see by the looks of it. But it taught me a couple of things. First of all, it taught me that really there is a space to make a career as a content creator, especially in gaming. And the second thing is that I met a lot of people through streaming and through online games. I met friends, and I even met a boyfriend there. And I am not the only one who met friends through online games. Because most people choose to play video games with other people because they want to socialize. And 50% of gamers choose to play multiplayer games. We are all right with being with other people in online spaces, in 3D virtual worlds, in games, and we are not there to just compete. We are there to spend time together. Over 50% of those players who play online games with other people play it to socialize. The point is that for 56% of Gen Z, which I think I am also a part of, digital and physical is one reality. It's not like that we see internet and games as a separate thing and our real life as a completely different thing. No. For us, the friends that we make online, the work that we do online, the successes that we have online are as important as those in real life. And it's not like we cannot distinguish what's real and what's online. But for us, this reality has always been there. I got my first computer when I was 8. And this is so important to the point that most kids spend time in games as social media. The average user of Roblox spends 156 minutes a day in Roblox, in comparison to the small amount of time of our average TikTok user, so just 96%. For those kids right now, the internet does not look like this, and in the future for sure will not look like this. We'll change from this to that, into 3D virtual spaces that are websites of the future. We will not learn via text and 2D images. We will instead be in 3D immersive experiences. You could say that kids that are playing Roblox today or creating Fortnite maps or any kind of game are really learning to become developers of the future. You can say that they will be those 18-year-olds with 10 years of experience in the future. Why am I telling you this? Because they already really want to do it. 30% of kids want to become YouTubers, and just 11% want to become an astronaut. And it's not like they are thinking, oh, I really want to do video. Video is the most important part of my life. No, they want to become YouTubers because they think that this is the work that allows them to create things and earn on their creativity. 50 million of people in the world already call themselves digital creators. They are a part of the creator economy. And those 50 million people, will be the most important part of the emerging metaverse. So first up, let's make things straight. The metaverse doesn't exist yet. The vision of immersive internet that changes from a 2D mode of screens and keyboards into a 3D world where you can really feel like you are in there is not here yet. We have some starting point. And it will clarify over the next 30 years or so. But I want to tell you about the one key thing that we need to care about in order for the metaverse to exist. So here are the layers of metaverse as I see, the building parts of the metaverse. On the bottom, we obviously have the technology, and we have a long way to go to make this technology really happen and make Metaverse technologically available to us. The top layer, I sometimes call the fluff. These are the things that I believe are covered way too much in comparison to its importance. Because those things on the top, monetization, advertising, data, avatars, everything of those things, does not exist without the middle part. And let me elaborate on that. Internet exists thanks to unlimited creativity of millions of independent creators. If not for all those people who create Reddit posts, do blogs, do YouTube videos or amateur porn, or your auntie posting on her Facebook the pictures of her dogs, there will be no reasons for us to spend as much time on the internet as we do. They make the internet alive. And I believe that the future of Metaverse relies on millions of independent creators. They will be the sole reason for us to either enter in those digital spaces, to visit them, to be in there, to co-create them. Without those creators, those spaces and this land will always be empty. And what I really believe also, that the Metaverse will expand what we see as a digital creator. And those creators of different kinds will create the whole Metaverse. So briefly about 3 types of creators that I see. First of all, we have the meta world creators. So people who are right now most likely to be creating games, maps in games, universes, lands, whatever you call them. And in the future, we will have, for sure, more open platforms with possibilities of independent content creators. More people will be creating those virtual spaces. Those virtual spaces will be the new websites, and probably with some help by AI, more as a creative director instead of a technical person, everybody will be able to create their digital space. The same way as we can create a website today. And of course, it can look like this. You can co-create it with your friends, create a place for you to have fun together, to just do things. Or it can be those things, so branded experiences where you can explore the products, see the brand, maybe have fun with the brand and interact with it. And it doesn't matter if it's done for personal or commercial use, we need those platforms to be opened. I think that any type of, let's say, metaverse platform that sells gated land, so makes it very hard to create a virtual space in this platform, is deemed to be extinct in the future. Because we need those open opportunities. We need those ways for everyone, for your 5-year-old kid, for me, or anybody sitting in the audience, to be able to experiment and create places for people to come to. The second thing are community and content creators. These are the people that you think are content creators of today. They are creating YouTubes, they have Discord groups, they stream video, etc. And in the future, this media and this type of content creation will never be dead. But what I think will happen is that every creator will have their own virtual world. The same way as every creator probably will have a Facebook group or a Discord server for their fans. Instead, they will have a very immersive 3D environment. And because it will be so immersive with so many things to do, it will be very hard for other people to go and get this audience back and for brands to also access it. So for example, if you have a creator that will be creating content about cars, they can create a virtual space for people to talk about the new episodes, talk about cars, the same way as they do on Discord or Facebook. But they can also design cars together, race cars, talk about new things, or even try to make new cars from different parts in some kind of simulation. And everything happens within one space. And then if you are an advertiser, you either pay to be in this virtual space, or you don't reach those people because those people do not have a reason to leave it. And of course, the third type of creator are the assets creators. Because if we want to make a virtual space of Web Summit, it doesn't exist without the asset of this stage, without the asset of my jacket, and without the assets of all of you. And somebody has to create those assets. And right now, it's mostly created for especially games. But in the future, there's going to be more independent asset creators. Assets will be used, hopefully, on multiple platforms, and we'll have freedoms of sales. Those three types of creators are, of course, not the full list of people who will be creating the metaverse. They are the simplest building blocks that I see. There will be more moving parts, and in the end, it's going to be very hard to say that I'm this type of creator or the other this part of creator, and not even taking account the technical skills and the technical creation that's needed to be here. So if we see those creators as the ones building the future of the metaverse, let's come back to the present instead of the future and ask ourselves a question how you and I can prepare for this creative future. First of all, if you're a parent, this is an important thing because we are talking about 20 or 30 years from now. If you are a parent, let your kids explore. Let them explore in games, be there present with them, maybe play with them and treat it as a way to connect together. If they want to create games, don't deem it as a weird passion, because these are the Lego blocks just in a digital space. Let them be there and help them be and do those things. If you are a metaverse technologist, and whatever you see and call a metaverse, I think you should focus on creating solutions that empower creators. So ask yourself a couple of questions. First of all, if I am creating a technology, how can I enable creators to build on top of that? What kind of features can help them create things and spread them to their communities and make those communities come to whatever technology I'm doing? What can be done thanks to your platform that helps those creators grow with you? Become an enabler for them and really think about them as a real way to make people interested in what you do. If you are running a business and you're a marketer, first of all, learn to work with creators. So right now, influencer marketing, common thing, like a social media strategy, everyone does something normal. But I'd say that in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, it's going to get more important. And in those 30 years, when every creator has their own virtual land where people can spend their whole free time, then working with those creators and their communities will be the only way to get to those people. So learn to work with creators, do not treat them as just simple an influencer, as some kind of media budget that doesn't really matter, and be a supporter of those creators. Be seen as somebody growing with them, not against them. And really, you should also learn how the world will change from 2D to 3D mode. Because I might be wrong about the whole metaverse thing. Maybe we'll not go into Matrix-like virtual reality anytime soon. But for sure, I am not wrong about that. Most kids play video games in their free time. They spend more time there than in any other form of social media. This is your new virtual website to those young generations, whether you want it or not. And you have to adapt to it and learn with it. And if you are a creator where you are in a good place, I think you should just enjoy the ride. And for sure, be open to this change. Be aware what can be done, how and why, and whether you should really be doing it right now. Because I don't think that every creator today should be doing their virtual space. No, I think that they should know and make this decision whether it's relevant for their audience and their content, and know what needs to happen to make this switch. In the end, the world moves forward because we are creating things together. Even running my Twitch channel, I was not alone, because I had people watching me, contributing to the stream, on the chat, asking questions, and half of my content was really me talking with them. Creating is what moves us forward. You know, Neanderthals had bigger brains and higher IQ than humans. The reason that they are extinct today is that when one Neanderthal invented something, created something new, they kept it to themselves. They didn't share it with anybody. And humans, even though we had smaller brains, less IQ, generally more stupid than those Neanderthals, when one human created something, it was a matter of seconds, and 50 other humans knew about it and knew how it's done, what it is, and how it can be done once again. So I think the future of Metaverse and whatever we do belongs to the creators. Not only the creators in the internet, digital space, but creators like you, people who create startups and new technologies. And you sharing those creations here and everywhere is what moves us forward. So if you want to build a future, become a creator, learn with creators, and share your work like one. Thank you very much.